Celtic showing two changes from that dramatic game at Easter Road last weekend. Thomas Gravison returns and Aidan McGeady, who came on as a sub to put Celtic back into that match, is on from the start today. These two changes are to the exclusion of Sean Maloney and Mazej Zurawski, who are both on the bench. Not surprisingly, Aberdeen, given the consistency recently, 6 games played, 5 wins and a draw, retain exactly the same 11 as won at Dunfermline last week. So Darren Mackie, man of the moment with his 4 goals in the last 2 games, continues to partner Lee Miller up front. Celtic showed 2 changes from that dramatic game at Easter Road last week. Thomas Gravison returns and Aidan McGeady, who came on as a sub to put Celtic back into that match, is on from the start. These 2 changes are to the exclusion of Sean Maloney and Mazej Zurawski, the latter being on the bench. And that huddle will be seen in Copenhagen next week, of course, as Celtic have already qualified for the knockout section of the Champions League go and try to achieve something they haven't done in that competition: win away from home. And Neil Lennon knows better than anybody, since he's a man who busts with pride about this club and wants to get rid of that stain as the game carries on here. Ball played inside to Lennon himself. So 2 important games, always keeping their eye on the league. They're well in front, Celtic, of course, but nevertheless this is a very important 3 or 4 days for them. They would love, perhaps when they started off at the group stage of the Champions League, they would never have dreamt of maybe winning the group. Everybody assumed it would be United, and now there's a distinct chance. Aberdeen sweeping that ball across to Chris Clark. Clark with it. He's getting support there. Michael Hart had made forward, and that is a turn round there. Can it be put in? That's good defending again by McManus. What a superb defender he's turned out to be for Celtic. So often in the right place at the right time as he was there. Aberdeen putting on the early pressure. They want to have a right go in this game, and perhaps no wonder in the last couple of matches they've played here at Celtic Park they've failed to score. Jarosic, who was very impressive when he came on against United. In fact, he played very well against United in the first game. The most experienced of all the Celtic players in the Champions League and in total in Europe. Back by McManus again. Boric, not the best of balls forward. Dempsey. As I said, Aberdeen have been on a very good run recently. Lots of good football in them, and winning games, that's the most important thing. They had a lot of draws last season. I think it gave a false look to the position they were in the league. It was so close for them. They really ought to have finished in a higher position. Now here's the man we're all talking about at the moment, Russell Anderson, Aberdeen captain. With 4 or 5 weeks to go before the transfer window, all kinds of rumours and conjecture are beginning to arise, and some of them about this man. They say Celtic are interested, and the other half of the old firm, but then again we hear that about so many players. Just Esteban Mackie, Balde using his impressive frame there, just knocking Mackie away, letting Mackie know he's going to be in a tough game today. Miller tries to get away with that. He's lying very deep. Now here's one of the great successes this season, Lee Naylor, and having built him up, poor pass forward. Now at the back, Hart. Dempsey. Aberdeen must be gaining in confidence. When you look back at the record last season and then this, it's incredible the improvement in the side. Haven't lost since the 9th of October. Telfer. Considine getting in there. Severin, immensely important player for this side. Dempsey again, opened it out nicely. You'll find Barry Nicholson, who was on the touchline there, picking up a lot of the balls and driving in from that area. Not exactly a full house at Celtic Park today. You normally find round about this period, you know, 2 or 3 weeks before Christmas, and then are dragged reluctantly into the shops. It's wide. Now Foster. Baldy. I'm quite sure Baldy will not want left out of this Celtic team again. It's all about pace now. Considine did that very well indeed. Considine settled into this Aberdeen team well. Now Mackie, he's got a bit of pace. Baldy is with him. Beautiful ball inside. Dempsey! I think he trod on the ball. It went slightly behind him and he couldn't get control any longer. Good move. Slipped in there to him and watch him on the ball now. Left it behind. That would have been very promising indeed. Aberdeen with a young defence again. Considine's only 19. It's good to see young Scots getting their chance. That's put forward by McGeady. Now Nakamura. Gravison. Telfer. Baldy doing the wise thing. Bobo Baldi started out very nervously against United, got his legs into a fankle on one occasion, and then was, I thought, outstanding when United were trying to harass and press them later on in the match. Foster trying to, now that's not the kind of ball that will cause Baldi any difficulty. Dempsey. Dempsey, as usual, picking up a lot in midfield. Naylor, easy ball for him. Aberdeen will not want to see him tramping up and down the left-hand side and getting that ball to his left foot. Really peppers defences with it. Gravison. We'll be looking forward, getting back. Oh, there it's played for pace again. Nervy there, and I don't quite understand why Jamie Langfield has done that. Just a couple of weeks away from being 27, Langfield. I think he was claiming that there was offside, something like that. In any case, that's a poor ball. Aberdeen settle for the throw. No, there's not the same buzz about Celtic Park today. Of course, if you've created a citadel here, unbeaten, and certainly unbeaten in Europe for a long time, then maybe people get a little bit complacent, just sit back and wait for it to happen. It could happen here. It's not offside. Miller's going in, tries to get forward there, corner kick. Well, I think there was a legitimate shout for a penalty here, and the trouble came from Eddie McGeady again. Beautiful ball inside. Oh, and he touched the ball. That was a good tackle. Michael Hart at his best. And Dougie MacDonald, the referee, just wears a broad smile. Way across and just past McManus. It's his judgment of a ball that's the most important thing, and he almost got in there again. Quite incredible. McManus has scored a couple. He scored 6 last season, and always dangerous in the air. Trying to get some depth in that. Jarosic put that down. Now McGeady likes to drag defenders towards him. Goalkeeper was hesitating. Russell Anderson concedes a corner, and there was a lack of communication between the captain and the goalkeeper. Watch it. He was expecting him to come out. Come and help me. And it didn't happen. Look at that. So the man with the magical left foot, here he comes again with a corner. Up it swings, and there's a header this time, Jarosic. If you have tall players in there and with alternative threats, somebody's bound to get it sooner or later. Well, Jimmy Calderwood, you know, that result against Queen's Park, I wasn't at the game when I heard it. I thought, oh, Jimmy, your time may be short at Pretoria, but credit to him and to Aberdeen for mutual faith, sticking in, and now in this excellent position in the league. Mackie, McManus is with him. Mackie really has pace. Well, he never gives up, McManus, and I think that's why the manager and the supporters love him for it. Tenacity. And as I said about him as an attacker, good vision in the air. Celtic's throw. With a bit of pace in it, Balde tries to get in. Mackie coming in for that. Swept away positively. Nothing too much in the game that suggests a breakthrough yet. Celtic threatening more with corner kicks than anything else. There's that ball in, and you can see how pacey Mackie is. Aberdeen will play that ball, no doubt about it, in behind the Celtic defence. Grabison picking up in midfield, Nakamura. Now Jarosic. Telfer. Severin watching it, missed out on that. So to Celtic. Well, Scott Severin signed from Hearts. I've seen him scoring glorious goals. Most recently against his old rivals, Hearts. Oh, it's a superb piece of play by Nakamura. Naylor quick in the uptake. Jarosic tries to get in there. Slightly behind it though. He didn't have the pace. Wasn't quite level with the play, but again, Nakamura finding that little space to create trouble. That's about 13 minutes of the game gone. What Aberdeen would give for really contesting the second place, because they meet Rangers at Pittodrie in the not too distant future. Now Miller had a little bit of breathing space there. Nakamura, good position for Nakamura, he might let fly. Gives it to McGeady. Hart is with him. Lennon reluctant, Gravison will be less reluctant. That's a great shot. Langfield did very well to get behind it. Good focus by the goalkeeper, and that ends the pressure. Poor ball. Well, they set it up very well for Gravison. McGeady rolling it right in front of Lennon, showing that maybe typical reluctance, and left it to Gravison. Rain has been swirling down, so I would imagine that surface is becoming quite treacherous. Nice little flick on. Mackie picks it up. Barry Nicholson. Michael Hart was coming up in support. Severin plays it in. Good defending in the middle of the field though, and Lennon mops it up. Gravison. Janisic. That's for the pace of Miller, but the ball skids away from him. I think it is going to be very difficult to control these long through balls like that, even though Celtic realise they have pacey players up front. Miller chasing that forlornly though. Boric. No particular pressure on him. Telfer just kept that in. Nakamura. Russell Anderson chasing it. It should go back to the goalkeeper. Langfield copes with that well though. Dempsey. Miller. Severin. Good play by Severin. He could have panicked there, kept his eye on the ball. He was being pressurised. Baldi always, majority of cases, getting up there, touching it away. Telfer again. I'm very canny about that. Game rather flat at the moment. Can Miller waking it up? Left it to the side there, no free kick. Janisic pleading to the referee that time. Working very hard again in midfield. Oh, you can't afford to make mistakes like that. I mean, Michael Hart has been playing extremely well for Aberdeen, but just placing it right in front of a player like this, straight into his face, wasn't the best of balls he got played back to him, I admit that, but ought to have done better. Now Miller. Clark. Good play by Clark, and excellent tackling once again by Lennon. So often that happens. Away goes McGeady. Good tackling by Anderson. He has good judgment like that, Anderson. I mean, players going at him on the floor as it were, and he just keeps his eye on the ball, well focused. McGeady. Support by Telfer. Trying to find anybody inside willing to come and pick it up. He gets it. Miller to Gravison. Always hovering around that area. Good coordinated play by Celtic. His final ball is important though. McGeady. Gets a corner kick. And that's an example of how difficult it is to play against this lad when he gets the ball at his feet like that, with that kind of quick silver movement of the feet, little hop, skip, and away from the opponent. Gets the corner. All the big men are up for Celtic again. And it goes. Gravison gets his head to it this time. Gravison, Jarosek, McManus, Baldi. A formidable force coming into the penalty area there. Could have gone to any of them. Yes, that's late. And again, Dempsey apologising. Well, at the moment, too many apologies from one or two Aberdeen players for slipping up so easily. Miller trying to flick that on. McManus wisely just let him do all the work. Stayed at the back. Hart, Giddy is with them, and that is a throw to Aberdeen. Well, you see Celtic are closing Aberdeen's midfield down so quickly. No time to play too much on the ball. Langfield playing that out. Not the best of balls to give Foster. Does get rid of it. McManus safely enough again. Lennon, good ball in there. Gravison makes that little dab pass. Miller now. Into McGeady. Miller. Oh, with the right foot this time. And Nakamura, can he keep it in? That was Naylor turning to the weaker of his 2 feet. Nakamura, decent ball again, and Langfield will be a happier man after that. Here's Clark and McManus. Still Clark, but Bobo Baldi. He was completely outnumbered. Clark. Miller gives it away. Ball just going out there. Mackey, a little bit of push before the ball got to him though. We're halfway through the first half, still no scoring. Celtic having the edge, but only just. Big wide tilt for Jarosek, goes for it. Simply brushed away. Dempsey. Very poor ball by Dempsey. Brought to Aberdeen from Dunfermline, of course. He knew Jimmy Calderwood very well. Scored his first goal of the club. There's Jimmy. For Jimmy Calderwood at Falkirk. We were there that day. Jarosek, good turn. Didn't have support. Severin. Baldi. Excellent clearance. Naylor's with them there. Now McGeady. Clark tries to go in. McGeady keeps the ball in play. Excellent play. Good hard work there. Jarosik couldn't get it. And Aberdeen go away. Severin. Now Clark. Across comes Lennon again, and Clark simply runs the ball out of play. Not good enough. He had other options. He could have turned much earlier in the run inside. Here's Lennon. Clark fighting hard for that, very legitimately. Into Miller, and the rock in the ball, it was too square. He had Dempsey lying just behind. But he was snapping at the Celtic defender's heels, and it paid, or almost paid off for him. Jarosik takes his eye off that. Miller, now Dempsey. Clark working well. Barry Nicholson had made that pass and then run inside waiting for it. Michael Hart. Once again Lennon sees the danger there, comes in very quickly. Mackie could have picked that up. Gravison. Nakamura. Jarosik. Offside. Well intentioned, but the flag went up immediately. There it is now. Just about a couple of feet in that. It's Considine. Dempsey and Baldi and Miller went for that, and I think it was a slip by Miller. Just the very presence of Baldi seems to put him off. Russell Anderson played that very intelligently. Jimmy Langford has to get that ball to his left foot. Picked up by Dempsey. Now Severin. Aberdeen keeping useful possession. Barry Nicholson. No, Miller looking slightly awkward there as he went for that ball. Trying to get some depth in it. Miller. Good high leap there, but no contact, misjudgment. Pretty much of a stalemate in midfield at the moment. Hardly anybody keeping possession all that long. There's Clark. On to Foster. How many times have we seen Lennon like that, just cutting off that kind of supply? A lot of that work, quite frankly, has been failed to be recognised by a lot of people. Hart did that well. Now Dempsey. Ran out of ideas. Well, you see, Dempsey should have tried something more creative. Had the ball, reasonable position in midfield, and where does the ball end up? With his own goalkeeper. That's a good jump. Now Mackie. Spotted there by Barry Nicholson. Just touched to the side, and the boot was up high by Dempsey. Indirect free kick. Good move by Aberdeen. And again, as Dempsey went for it, perhaps it might have been better if he dipped his head and gone for it that way. Free kick. Jarosik not getting to that. If it stayed like this, particularly into the second half, there's no doubt that Celtic would make changes, and they really have a strong bench. Zaraski, Snow, who scored last week, of course. They've got Derek Riordan, still to make an impact at Celtic Park. So they have the changes there, and Mark Wilson, that's a heartening sight. He came back into a reserve game against St Mirren and proved his worth after his long injury, and Stephen Pearson, so that's a strong bench. Nakamura, now can he open this defence up? Beautiful ball by Naylor again. Miller couldn't get his shot in. Gravison on the way down there, good defensive work again. Richard Foster, a little bit ambitious with that pass all the same. Bobo Baldi was always going to mop it up. And the final ball into Celtic's last third is where Aberdeen have been disappointing. Good solid play in midfield, and I think the flag is up for offside. Because I was saying about Aberdeen, good solid play in midfield, all working very hard, nice touches, but the final ball in towards Mackie and Miller has been disappointing. Good touch by Miller, but not much point to it. He provides ammunition and nobody really going through the middle. That was a good turn by Jarosik, and that is a free kick. Gravison eager to get that ball, play the quick free kick. Jarosik, that's a good ball. There was no cover there though. Barry Nicholson tried to retrieve that, and Celtic win another corner kick. And he throws up his hands, Barry Nicholson, and says, why was I there? Why had I to do that? There should have been cover. Look, nobody there. Good backtracking by Barry Nicholson. Now, Nakamura to take this. Swing in there. Bobo Baldi was there, and I think the referee indicating there was a shove. There we go. Now, where was the shove? Well, I think McManus was into it to start off with. Free kick. And we've about 14 minutes left of this half. Gidi tried to get hold of that. Dempsey up to the right hand side, Hart into it immediately. Baldi was there. Miller, good play by Dempsey there. Now Clark, what's the final ball going to be like? Well cleared. McManus was in there. Severin outnumbered and outpowered. Now Miller, 1 against 1, he's got tremendous pace, he'll have to shoot here, can't quite get it, another corner kick. Good counter-attack by Celtic. For the first time in the game, that Aberdeen defence have been drawn forward, leaving spaces at the back. Hence that lovely ball played out there. Good vision by Gravison, and look at the rate of knots of this man. Aberdeen fortunate and thankful to concede that corner. Mackie put that anywhere. A good clearance though by Severin. Neil Lennon's there, almost missed out on that. Naylor. Nakamura. Here's Baldi. Telfer. Bad pass that time by Naylor. Dempsey on the run again, looking for support. Giving away too easily though. Now the counter-attack. Lennon. Back to McGeady, the only ball that I think he could have played. McGeady going in. Now Miller. Back to Lennon. Russell Anderson follows that ball right across, and Telfer went for the ball. I think the ball's still in play. Hit the corner flag. Then it is again. Janicic using his hand to bring it down on his upper arm. And it all ends disappointingly for Celtic there. That was very promising indeed, but you could see a little assistance from that left arm. We get about 10 minutes left of this half. Run again. Bobo Baldi looking good in that position. Oh, gives that away. Just a little bit too clever by half Barry Nicholson. Now Hart. Celtic getting players back again, and always in the air as offside is awarded there as 3 Aberdeen players came forward. Well, here's a move there, mistake there by Baldi. Just Baldi, very stout, solid, straightforward defender. Sometimes tries to be a little fancy, and it's really not his kind of game. Touch on to Mackie. Baldi going with him. Mackie holding on to it well. Now Michael Hart. It's Severin. Now Clark. Took that ball very well. Then lost his balance. Nakamura. Free kick against Miller. Considine complains about that. Slight hesitancy there in defence. A lot of pushing and jostling going on there. Severin. Get too many Celtic players in midfield for them there. Janicic can't get to it. On to Dempsey. McGeady going back, doing his work. Hart going forward. Barry Nicholson with it, again Baldi getting there. So strong in the air. Dempsey playing hard. Lovely little ball, good play by Aberdeen in that very tight, close area there. But again, the final ball lets him down. The Celtic defence, you know, haven't really been all that bothered. They have been able to cover up, especially when Aberdeen threatened like this. Quick passing there, almost came off, but that header, if it had touched them and gone back the way, Aberdeen were in with a chance, and he knows it. Gordon Strachan, meanwhile, in the background, looking quite impassive. Good tackle by Baldi there. Yes, for a moment, it looked as if Celtic would get away there, but the linesman and I think the referee concurring, suggesting it was a handling. I'm sure it can only have been that. There's a tackle there, there's a ball played forward. And it's there the appeals for hands is okayed by the referee. Here's Miller, here's Foster, there's nobody inside though. Chris Clark, that's an excellent save. First real shot at goal that Aberdeen have had. Only 7 minutes to half time, laid back well here, and Clark didn't catch Borat by surprise, even though the goalkeeper's virtually been a spectator. That's a gift to Nakamura. Yarosek got away from his man. Is he going to let fly? Should have shot. That's that little trick he has of flicking the ball past between his legs and then going past the defender. McGeady, a little bit strong with that. Yes, no chance of Villa getting to it. And Celtic had certainly raised the tempo of the game here, and it was caught onto by Yarosek driving forward, and he was disappointed. As you can see him punching the air there. Sebrin. His heart to Sebrin. Well, that's careless play, and of course if you do that at Celtic Park you're going to be punished. No need for it. That would annoy him. That should be a goalkeeper's ball. Now, a lot of the moves haven't come off from Yarosek, but he has been very influential driving forward. Playing much better now for Celtic than earlier on in the season. There's the flick. Here's Clark trying to go in, and he's knocked it too far away. He should have gone for the first touch. And really, for the first time in the game, that did penetrate. There was hesitancy, and Clark got in there. Well, I think he was going to be squeezed between Boric and Baldi, and he had to go for it to push it to the side. Mackie looking very promising. About slightly over 5 minutes remaining of this half. I think Aberdeen will be reasonably satisfied with the way things have gone. Teams have suffered here at Celtic Park, but they must realise too, from the evidence we've seen this season, nice done here by Miller. Yarosek again. Well, it's a good challenge by Russell Anderson. Dempsey, don't know who that was meant for. Baldi. Nakamura can't get there. Considine coming forward. It's good play by Aberdeen. They kept possession under pressure and then give it away. That's what I was talking about. There is this contrast between good ball-winning process, keeping possession, and giving it away out of nothing. Oh, that just touched. That was McGeady. Virtually out of nothing. I think you might have seen Jimmy Langfield just slightly off his line and went for it. Rather corner kick. And crucially, Celtic are renowned for scoring just before half-time. Just about 3 minutes left of normal time. A lot of pushing going on there, headed away. It's still Celtic pushing forward. Naylor. Wasn't the best of the balls, but Nakamura is there. Can he turn it? Way to that far side, Baldi. I think another deflection. Baldi was up for it this time. He recognised the quality this man can put in the air, and why not come up like this? It's the slightest touch. Crowd beginning to respond to the fact that Celtic, certainly at half-time, could put themselves in the lead. Nakamura. Gravison couldn't get it. Oh, that's a great shot, and Muller! He just panicked, I think. He knows it himself. Rueful shake of the head here. Just a touch. Touch to the side would have done. Wonderful shot here coming in. With that left foot, Taylor, and then there was Miller. Certainly, it was never going to be totally easy for him with the defender breathing down him, but he should have put it away. High up and under Miller, brought that down very well. Considine, oh, there's Gravison getting involved. Nakamura. Not in on time. A little flurry of activity there and a little bit of aggro. And Miller just missed, well, debatably the best chance of the game. It's not been littered with great chances, I have to say. Celtic have had the edge, there's no question at all about that. Yarasek played well. McGeady with a marvellous shot, but neither side with anything to show for it at half-time. Celtic 0, Aberdeen 0. Certainly a very interesting first half, and if Aberdeen get any consolation out of no scoring at half-time, let me remind them that 4 times this season against Aberdeen, the Pittodrie, Falkirk away from home, Kilmarnock away from home, and Hearts here at the stadium, Celtic have gone into the interval in goalless first halves and gone on to win, because they do seem to have this ability to find something special out of the armoury to change a game. And Aberdeen will perhaps have to be particularly focused given that track record. It's not that Aberdeen haven't been playing some good football out there. I rather admire the way that they're passing the ball about in midfield under constant supervision by a very vigilant Celtic midfield and particularly defence, but the final ball has been poor. And McGeady's had a couple of great efforts in the game. One shot, one direct shot by Aberdeen from Chris Clark. That perhaps isn't good enough. Dempsey. Played wide, Mackie. Chris Clark, the man I was talking about there, still going in. Severin. It's a decent ball across there, and oh, that should have been dealt with better than that. Miller going up here, but I have to tell you that just to the right of us, the flag was up in any case. Nothing would have counted there. Janusik did well to get across to that. Picked up by Gravison, a bit of a gift to him. Wrong kind of ball played to the side though. Richard Foster's played very well, so has Considine, two young players. Miller again caught in possession. Severin, good start by Aberdeen to this half. McManus right in the way of that Nicholson shot. Celtic looking a little bit awry at the moment. Rather taken aback by the speed of Aberdeen at the start of this half with only 3 minutes gone. Anderson, Gravison coming down on him. Miller just played a little bit too hard there. Dempsey was trying to go through the middle. Garrison, that characteristic turn up as he does it very well. Free kick, yes. Using his height and that very resilient physique to advantage there. Certainly pushed eventually. Calling for Nakamura. Buzz of anticipation around the ground whenever he appears. It's like the spotlight on a star turn on a stage. Is he going to have a go at it? I think he is. Moves it out. I think it was travelling well away from goal all the same. This will give us an indication, yes. He couldn't get the curl in. I think that's what he was trying to spin it round. Well, he can't do it all the time. Easy one for Anderson. Miller can't get to that. McManus was first to it. Here's Lennon. Gravison. Michael Hart going in. Michael Hart, of course, went to Livingston. That's a nice turn by Miller, looking for support. He gets it. And that, I think, was offside. And Aberdeen have started this half very impressively. There was a turn by Miller. He was looking to the right-hand side. Nicholson coming up. Flag was up. On to Miller, brought that down beautifully. That might just go over. It does, and it's... Well, that was deflected, and I think the referee's got that wrong. Ball has been given to Celtic, but there was a definite deflection. Towards Mackie, Miller. Now Hart. Oh, the best of balls by Hart. Barry Nicholson. Has to play it safely. Celtic were closing down on him. There's a muddle in that Aberdeen defence that time. Severin and Considine, neither of whom made a decision to go for that. Handball, I think. Free kick now. McGeady taken quickly. Miller. McGeady was rather at the back there, picked it up beautifully, and that should be goalkeeper's ball. Jarosik certainly hovering in the background there. Had to be very patient and then came forward. It didn't work out though. Balde. McGeady, there's Hart. Now Nicholson. Villa just running into difficulty again. Aberdeen played out well. That's a good ball. Nicholson now. Dempsey. Nicholson. Inside it goes. Ought to be a bit of ball with that now. Celtic in the counter-attack. Gravison. McGeady, one of the best counter-attackers in the business. Tried to turn inside too quickly. Back to the Aberdeen goalkeeper. Straight to Telfer. Aberdeen though picking up a lot in midfield. This is Dempsey. Now Severin. Nakamura. Well, a lot of good play by Aberdeen, as I've pointed out, but somehow or other, a lot of the moves coming to nothing, just like that. That was fairly inept. Russell Anderson playing the save ball. Good judgment of a defender, Anderson. Went to go in and try and play a little bit of football. He went to be very simple with it. Nakamura saw the opening. Jarosik. McGeady. Here's Lennon. Nakamura. Can he turn it again? Lovely little ball to the far side, and Miller wasn't very far away. Better play, and even though the Japanese international hasn't contributed all that much to the game so far, as we've seen, he can explode from time to time with touches of genius. That was a very good piece of purveying to a striker. A little bit frustrated, Mr. Strachan. Game somewhat similar in the way Aberdeen are playing it to the game we saw at Ibrox not so long ago, when Rangers scored in the last couple of minutes of the game without having really bothered the Aberdeen defence. Miller going in at the back, and his very persistence pays off to get a throw in there. 1-0. He played inside. There's Dempsey. Now Miller. Once again he loses possession. In a good position. I think he's trying to explain to the Aberdeen technical area, or make some sort of excuse to them for having lost the ball so easily. Very well, playing very good football as Aberdeen have, even in this opening spell of 12 minutes of the second half, but they've got to do something in the Celtic penalty area. GD should just get this. Hart still stays with him. Hart comes away with it. Bit rough at the moment of the game, and there was, I think the initial foul was a nailer, and Miller being warned for this. Watch him going in here very hard. Then McManus with an act of retribution, I think. Well, now, defies description. Absolutely wasted. John Mackey. Well, they should have judged that better. He had a good 80 yards to look at this ball coming towards him. Gravison, not the best of his performances today, Gravison. Dempsey has to play the ball back again. Balde can let it go. Aberdeen much more effective when they're playing the ball on the ground and raiding with 2 or 3 from midfield. Nakamura. Miller just took his eye right off that. Mackey's there and loses possession. And this could be dangerous. Hart, beautiful. Great interception there by Hart. Anderson. Dempsey. Played neatly out there to Clark. Miller, again, missing out on that. Not been all that impressive today. Telford getting the itch to come forward now. Celtic suffering a little frustration. Yarasek gives that away. And there's a great effort. McGeady snatching a chance. As I say, Celtic getting a little bit frustrated at the moment. I think this is why he snatched at it. Gets that left foot behind it, but all swinging away from goal. McGeady, good pace, good determination. I'm sure he expects his players to give their all, even though they've this very important game next Wednesday. Nakamura. Played neatly out to that side. Aberdeen should have had that covered. Tucked away by Severin. Now McManus, he brought that ball down beautifully. McGeady. Now Miller. They play him across the box now. Good defending. Now Naylor. That's better play. McGeady must let fly. He does! Well, Langfield did the right thing. He gets his body behind it, but he pushes it away from the oncoming players. Very sound, technical save that. Well, on the other hand, you might have said he should have grabbed it initially, but his body was behind it. Free kick to Aberdeen. Too much in that. Boric. So precious little to do in this game. For all that, I've complimented Aberdeen in the way they've approached Celtic's last third. They haven't been able to penetrate, and quite frankly haven't bothered that Aberdeen in that Celtic defence all that much. Is Miller. That was a better touch off by Miller. Mackey controlled that well. Balde goes with him. Nakamura. Still Aberdeen in possession though. Hart. They've had the better of the second half so far. With about 18 minutes gone, that was Foster, in fact, on that far side. Dempsey gave it away. Nakamura. Really finding it difficult to get going, but once again he gets a pass away and it's effective. Now Naylor. Nicholson went with him. Nakamura stabbing it forward. Good run by Telfer. Has to cut back. No, wrong ball though. That'll be a free kick. Well, I think he knew what he was doing, Lennon, there, because Miller was away. If he had got clear, and that was dangerous. Clark. Considine. Baldi kept his eye on the ball, running back to go, though he was there. Good judgment. Now Naylor. Wanted that ball played back to him. Miller in the chase. Hart ushers it over, and the Celtic crowd today trying to catch on to anything that might be suggestive of Celtic breaking down this defence, even a throw-in like that. McManus said come up for that, and that's a goal kick. McManus disappointed, but normally he just gets on with the game. Functions very professionally. Zarowski, I think, might be coming on. Lennon. Gravison. Boric. Just getting length on the ball. Not that much direction. Gravison now. Still Gravison wanted the ball played back to him. Didn't quite get it. Here's Mackey. Good defensive work there by Naylor, by the way. Just put him on. He didn't get an incisive pass on the ball. Hart. Well, I mentioned in the first half the way that Aberdeen could play very well at times and then simply give the ball away incredibly easy. That was Hart there again. All it does is put pressure on his side and negates all the good play. That's a free kick. And Miller may have twisted himself as he went down here. Yeah, it looks to me as if Zarowski is coming off. And Gravison is off. He's not had a great day, in all honesty. And off he came there. So, ominously for Aberdeen, we've got Zarowski. We've got Miller. We've got McGeady, all attackers, all talented attackers. There's the ball forward to Mackey, but not a good enough ball. That's what I was talking about with Aberdeen. That final ball. It's not lethal enough. McGeady, always in there with a chance. And here's the ball at his feet. Naylor. Very unfortunate that time. But again, Russell Anderson, excellent performance. Mackie, I think he was put off by the huge bulk coming in behind him. Nakamura made the run. Pushed out there. A little bit strong on that, and the goal kick. Well, at least McGeady did get his head to that. He was partnered by two Aberdeen players, but he managed to get in for the touch, as you can see there. No direction though. There's a little touch. As soon as a commentator says it looks like a goalless draw, he's tempting Providence, especially with about 22 minutes of the game to go. So let me say it looks like a goalless draw, so the magic may happen. Lennon chasing in there very well. Dempsey gave up. Now Nakamura. Can he lay it to the side? Jarosik. Telfer, Jarosik. Goalkeeper should get that. Poor ball by Jarosik. You can hear the discontent rumbling round the stands. Now, laid beautifully to him there. Telfer gave the support and then just a kind of aimless chip. Mackey will have to be very quick for this one. Baldi, Boric took the tourist route out of the box there. Nakamura kept it in, only for Aberdeen. Clark. Foster. Dempsey. He'll play the safe ball again, Dempsey. Russell Anderson. Now Hart. There's a run forward there. And I think Barry Nicholson was in trouble. Dempsey tries to go forward. He lost sight of the ball there, Dempsey, for some reason. A lot of grumbling going on around Celtic Park at the moment. Foster again. Well, when the ball was picked up there by Scott Severin, it's going to be very difficult to find anybody. There's a chase that's on, and the goalkeeper should get that. There was no challenge there in Miller. Well, both teams have been working very hard, there's no doubt about that. You can't fault them for effort. Just lacking a little bit of guile and sophistication near goal. Naylor getting it to that great left foot. Is this must be it? Yes! Zorowski, the substitute, a dreadful blunder right in the middle of the penalty area. And that's what Celtic are all about. Once again, Naylor providing the ammunition. 26 minutes gone. One of the best left foot in the business. There it is. Straight through the goalkeeper. An elementary mistake. They've been so efficient here. And that bad blunder by Andrew Considine, who's been playing very well, gives the Polish international the opportunity to break the deadlock. And as I said at the start of this happens so often with Celtic. They do have players, even though they're playing well below form, to win games. All the good football that Aberdeen have played has come to naught, and I think it will come to naught. The Celtic do have that equipment which they certainly don't have to kill teams off. Here's Miller. Well, he's just getting to that. There's McManus. Away by Hart. Now Nicholson. Chased here by Mackie. Naylor does well to push that away. What a significant play he's been. I think he impressed me mostly at Old Trafford. In the first game, all of his games have been good, but I think he was outstanding in that game. And since then, he's kept that level up, and there he is. Okay, it was a blunder by Considine, but the ball was put in there again, into that danger area. That's what the manager wants to see. To Anderson, Miller is there. Beautifully cleared by McManus, read the danger very well. And they can't take their opportunities. We've seen that so often. Former Celtic player Jamie Smith about to make his presence felt. One is a little bit sympathetic with him coming on at this stage, trying to change the game. I'm sure that goal has helped deflate Aberdeen. Anderson. Mackey goes for it. Here's McManus. Got away by Lennon. Considine. Considine, I won't be too happy seeing that again. I think he just simply lost balance, got into a fankle. Well, Miller made no effort to go for that. He realised he was going to be in an offside position with 15 minutes of this match remaining. Should be played into Severin, and it is. That's good tackling. Severin didn't want to know that. Here's Zaraski. Miller away, that far side. He tried everything he knew to get into that. Zaraski reading this well, and Miller desperately going for it. He was screaming for the ball and he got it, but just too much in that for him. Severin. Too many Celtic players around him. Throws his arms in the air in despair, and I think he should have parted with it sooner. Nakamura. Zarowski, will he let fly? He does! Side net. He could have gone either way. Well, earlier in the game I talked about the strength of Celtic's bench. You know, when you can bring a man like this on with 20 minutes to go or so, and he scores a goal and can play like that, then you do have great resources. Boric. Cleared that well enough. Jimmy Smith. It's a decent ball by Smith. Too many Celtic players prepared to come backtrack. There's Lennon. Oh, it's a beautiful ball. McGeady setting him up. Miller. There's goal kick. It was well defended there. The ball played away to the side like that. Well, Stephen Lovell about to come on now. Considine is off. I'm sure he's not off because of the goal that he effectively helped Celtic score, but I think Jimmy wants to have a go. Try and get a point in this game. Smith. Played away there. Well, that's a decent ball again. Zaraski taking up very good position. Not much you could do about that. He was tending to fall away to the left-hand side. Baldi. That's offside. Well, knew it. Should have gone back a bit quicker, all the same. Free kick. Too many players around him there. This is the attention that Aidan McGeady has to get from opponents. Maybe not as violently as that. Did very well to get that up from the deck. Nakamura. McGeady. He's eager to put this ball in the back of the net. He's come on as a sub in significant games to do exactly that. Support by Telfer. Decent enough ball there. Michael Hart gets behind it. So Aberdeen have got that extra forward on to try and get something out of it. Here he is again, Naylor. Not this time though. That's free kick. That was a little bit dangerous. They'll have to come back though. Jarosik taking a knock. Certainly Aberdeen give the impression they can get something yet. And Boric hasn't been called upon to make a save worthy of the name. Ball away by McManus. Mistake by Severin. Now Miller. Well, he has got Page. Nakamura. He's going to try. Oh, I thought he was going to try it himself. Well, Zaraski was in such a tight angle that I really did think it was Nakamura. There it is. I thought he might let fly there. It's going to be very difficult for Zaraski. Miller, difficult ball for Miller to gather there, but he did it very well. McGeady's seen a lot more of the ball in the last 10 minutes or so, still going. Because Clark is still with him. Wonderful play by McGeady. Gets support from Nakamura. Really tantalising that defence. Miller tries to go for it. That's wonderful work by McGeady. Now to Miller. That's Clark. Now Lovell. Oh, looking at far too cumbersome the way he tried to take on Baldi there. Zorowski. Nakamura's plenty space. Decent ball there. The goalkeeper should get to this. No, it was no pass back. Really was an interception. No optical illusion. There it was. He just reached out for it. Now Sebren. Nicholson. Jamie Smith. Injecting a bit of pace into this game for Aberdeen. And as I said, they're trying to get something out of this match. Here's McGeady, really in the last 20 minutes. He's really been ripping this Aberdeen defence apart. Nakamura. Should have picked that ball up. Looked as if he had it in his possession. And simply gives it away. Giddy again. Zorowski, good play by Celtic. Naylor hurtling through there, and a great defending again by Russell Anderson. Although I think he was aided by Naylor there. That last touch by Naylor, he just pushed the ball, as you'll see here, I think a little bit too far in front there, allowing Anderson to get across and kill that off. I'd probably make Naylor my man of the match, to be honest. It was this cross that brought about the goal. Jarosik. Now Telfer. Away there by Foster, rather aimlessly, no. Might make it about 4 minutes left. Well, a very intriguing game. I think the difference is quite simple, as I pointed out at that when the goal was actually scored. That's the difference between Celtic and so many other teams, including Aberdeen. Lots of good football in Aberdeen. There's Jarosik. Oh, the final ball defeating them, but Aberdeen could do nothing against the Celtic defence, nothing really crucial. Boric had one reasonable save from Chris Clark in the first half, and Stephen Pearson is coming on for Miller. Only 3 minutes remaining by my watch. Well, he's played his part. He did miss that chance in the first half. Now, Hart really has to with a longish ball. Baldi. Nobody touched it, just as well. I don't think Baldi tried that, to be honest. I don't think he went for it and missed out. Goal kick. And as I said, an intriguing game. There's a man who must have been pleased with so much of the play, but if you can't win games, if you can't bother the opposition's goalkeeper, then all is not well, even though they are a distinct improvement from the Aberdeen of last season. 2 minutes of added on time, and it's McGeady with it again. Too many Aberdeen players around him that time. Should be played to hard again. Just got away with that. McManus mops it up, as it very often does when a ball is played in like that. Celtic will be delighted they got this game out of the way. If it stays the way it stays, and it's looking like that. Down inside there, and again too many Celtic jerseys around, and free kick to Aberdeen. Maybe the last effort here as Hart was taken out of the game, and we're already into the stoppage time period. So McGeady is booked for that. What a marvellous player he is for Celtic, though. Running right in the last 20 minutes. Danny Nicholson with it. Well, that's just brilliantly saved. The only save he's been called upon to make in the entire game. Yes, he had a kind of half effort in the first half, but look at this one. For a goalkeeper who's done nothing all day, not required to do anything all day. That is superb stop. Here's the breakaway. This could kill it. Pearson is away across that side. In on the goalkeeper now, 1-on-1, looking for support though. Nakamura comes up to it. McGeady going across there. Celtic could he get the second? With a minute into stoppage time. Deeply touched back. Celtic just content to try and keep possession. They don't there, but they do get the free kick. And that should be that. Just about 30 seconds remaining as that free kick is awarded. But that was an amazing save by Boric. That's what you call quality in goalkeeping. You're a spectator all day, or most of the day. Well, you can hear what they're singing round the stadium, one after Boric. Confusion there by the Aberdeen defenders. According to my watch, this game is about to end. Seconds left. Sway across. Nakamura didn't quit it. Seconds remaining. Jamie Smith. Could Aberdeen yet save it? There's the ball played inside. It's a decent ball and very, very carefully left. Now there is a booking. disappointment there. Oh, that was a stupid swing there by Stephen Lovell. Deserving of the booking. Born out of frustration. Even the singing around the stadium, you could hardly challenge it. Championes. I think we'll hear the final whistle. There it is. Another win by Celtic that depended on keeping the focus, not playing brilliantly throughout the game against a team that were content to play very good football but didn't really bother them until right at the end. This was a goal by the man I would consider man of the match with these wonderful crosses of his. Okay, Considine did make the mistake, but the service was provided by a player. And watch this going in here. That brilliant save by Boric. Saved the bacon. They wouldn't have deserved the draw for that. But nevertheless, an intriguing game of football, and Celtic march onwards for the final score. Celtic 1, Aberdeen 0.